Today we're gonna make the easiest and delicious bibimbap and soup combo. We're gonna make the bibimbap toppings extra easy by steaming it all together. And below the steamer, we're gonna make our soup using doenjang. Doenjang is your Korean soybean paste, like miso paste, but Korean and more tasty in my opinion. This recipe is quick, fast, delicious, and for my dieters, you're welcome. Low in calories, healthy, filling, and you'll be satisfied. 오늘의 레시피, 아주 간단하고 맛있는 알배추 된장국과 초간단 비빔밥 토핑 만들기. 오늘도 여러분들과 영어로 함께 하겠습니다. Hi everyone, this is Helen and welcome to Modern Pepper. 안녕하세요, Modern Pepper의 헬렌입니다. The full ingredient list as well as the Korean product links will be available in the description box below. Now, when it comes to steaming food at home, I highly recommend getting one of these steamer stainless steel pots. This one has 3 tiers. Isn't this amazing? 1, 2, 3, and this is the bottom reservoir. It has this ventilation hole, which is really important when you're steaming food. So go to your nearest Korean supermarket or Asian supermarket to grab one of these. If not, you could order this online and I'll have the product link in the description box below. And of course, you could use a regular steamer pot to make our recipe today. For our bibimbap topping, you could use any vegetable of your choice. But here I have squash, Mexican squash, or ehobak in Korean, Shiitake mushroom, 표고버섯 in Korean, carrots, spinach, and you could use those long stem spinach too if you like and just chop it up before you add it here. And we have soybean sprouts, 콩나물. If you can't get soybean sprouts, you could use Mung bean sprouts or you could also use just shredded cabbage. And to make our simple bulgogi bibimbap topping, we need about 200 grams of beef ribeye slices. Now you could use pork, chicken, and vegan friends use plant-based meat instead. Add our beef to a bowl. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, all-purpose Korean soy sauce, 양조간장, half tablespoon of sesame oil, half tablespoon of minced garlic. Only use freshly chopped garlic, please. And half teaspoon of brown sugar. And some freshly ground black pepper, less than 1/8 teaspoon, and 1 pinch of salt. Then I want you to mix up the seasoning that we just made, like that. Then I want you to take the beef and just break it up with your hands. Just tear it up, like that. And then mix everything, like so. Oh, it smells so good. Now, if you want your beef bulgogi to taste extra yummy, let it sit at room temperature for 30 minutes, or you could even store it in the fridge for 24 hours. Okay, and then we're just gonna pick up our bulgogi and put it right here on the side and just flatten it a little bit, like so. Voila. And for our egg. So here I have a small heat-safe bowl, and then this is a parchment paper. You could also use a muffin baking paper. And to this, I'm gonna add 1 and 2. And there we have it. Now the only thing I would do is sprinkle a little bit of salt on our vegetables. So this is my Jeju-do style bibimbap. When I was visiting Jeju-do, all their bibimbap toppings was just lightly seasoned with only salt, and it was so good. And a little bit of salt on our egg. Now, to make our Napa Cabbage soybean paste soup, we need about 200 grams of Napa Cabbage leaves, and I'm using the yellow center part of the Napa Cabbage, which is the sweetest and so yummy. You could also use the exterior leaves of the Napa Cabbage. We call them the uglies, the bruised, kind of ripped ones. You could use that instead, or just use spinach. And to this, we need 4 tablespoons of doenjang. Doenjang is your Korean soybean paste that's fermented. It is amazingly delicious. And we need 1 tablespoon of 국간장. This is soy sauce for broth enhancing, and If you want to learn more about different kinds of Korean soy sauces, I have a video for that, and the video will be linked in the description box below. If not, just use 1 tablespoon of all-purpose Korean soy sauce. Then we need 1/4 of a medium onion and 1/2 tablespoon of minced garlic, and we need a handful of green onions, or you could just use 1 scallion, and we need 1 dashi pack. So dashi pack has dried anchovies, sea kelp, and other dehydrated vegetables. Alternatively, you could also use 4 of these dried anchovies. Now make sure to remove the inner dried intestines of these anchovies before you cook them. Leave the head on because the head has so much flavor. For my vegan friends, you could use 3 or 4 of these small dry sea kelp pieces instead. Now this is optional. I'm gonna add a pinch of Korean dried red pepper flakes, gochugaru, but you don't have to add this if you don't want to. In our steamer pot, add 8 cups. That's 2 liters of water. So once the water comes to boil, we're just gonna add all of our ingredients. Our doenjang, our gukganjang, our albechu, Napa cabbage leaves, onions and garlic, then our dashi pack, and I'm just gonna add a small pinch of our gochugaru. The green onions, scallions, we're gonna save this for the end. Give it a stir for about 10 seconds. Then we're gonna place our bibimbap tray like so on top. Then we're gonna place our lid and we're gonna let this boil for 10 minutes on high heat. And next week, we're gonna be using the steamer pot to make Korea's iconic winter snack called jimbang and MukBang, and it's fluffy steamed buns filled with sweet red beans. Oh, so good. All right, so it's been 10 minutes, so we're gonna turn our heat completely and let's take a look. I sing when I get excited about eating good food. What can I say? Ooh la la. Look at that. Then quickly place the steamer basket on a plate. Then I want you to remove the dashi pack from our soup, or if you're using dried anchovies or sea kelp, take them out now and discard. And then we're gonna add our green onions or scallions in there. Mix it all up. Let's have a quick taste test. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh my goodness, it's just perfectly seasoned for me. So seasoned to taste with salt, but this should not be overwhelmingly salty. Oh my goodness, that is delicious. Now, if you want to bump up the taste of the broth, add a 1/2 teaspoon of sogogi dashita or 멸치 dashita. Those are bouillon powders. For my vegan friends, you could also add some yeondu. But for me, this as is so good. Oh my goodness, I could just drink the whole pot, I think. So yummy. Look at that. Our vegetables are perfectly cooked, so you don't want to overcook your vegetables, obviously. And then for our bulgogi, I would just break it up with kitchen shears like so, and plate our bibimbap while everything is nice and hot. And for our egg, it just comes out real easy. Just cut it down the middle and just scoop it out like that, and then put it on our plate. Then just a little bit of sesame seeds on top like that. Now, a must item for our bibimbap at home is our gochujang bibimbap sauce, which is a must. This is what's gonna break or make your bibimbap. So instead of just adding straight gochujang from the container, you could add a few ingredients to make your bibimbap sauce extra yummy. So I have a video recipe for that, so you could check it out. But add as little as you like or as much as you like. Now, for those who do not like spicy taste, you could check out my soybean sprouts bibimbap recipe, which includes soy sauce seasoning sauce for your bibimbap. Now, to make my bibimbap extra healthy, I used barley rice with brown rice and white rice mixed in together. You could check out my video recipe on how to make Korean rice at home and to take your rice, to another level of healthy and deliciousness. So Anyway, mix everything up like so. And let me show you a pro tip. You want to take a spoonful of your soybean paste soup and you add it like that. Maybe let's do another spoonful. Yeah, you're welcome. Mix it all up. Look at that. Oh, does that look delicious? So many vegetables with healthy grains and our bulgogi and crunchy and juicy soybean sprouts together in your mouth. Oh yeah. You're welcome. All right, say ah. Bon appetito. Mmm. 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 The vegetables are perfectly cooked. It's juicy, crunchy, and yummy. And the barley rice just like has this wonderful texture, and the bulgogi is so good. And the gochujang bibimbap sauce, oh, so good. This bibimbap reminds me of the bibimbap I had in Jeju Island. I went to a bibimbap specialty restaurant and they made it with barley rice and all their vegetables were just seasoned with a little bit of salt and it was so good. I'm drooling in my mouth. So if you haven't seen my Jeju Island food tour, check it out and the video will be linked below. And then of course you need to just pair it with our delicious 된장국. Oh yeah. I mean, in between eating my bibimbap, I would have my Napa cabbage, everything with the vegetables all together like this. This is so filling. It's so juicy. It's sweet. It's naturally sweet from the Napa cabbage. So yum. Or 된장국, for me, I'm just gonna pick it up and go in. Mmm. It's so good that you could drink it. It's light, just slightly salty, and then the sweetness from the Napa cabbage. So yum, so yum. So satisfying. You need to make this at home. And of course, you have to add a piece of kimchi to our perfect spoonful of delicious bibimbap and have it together. Now, that is a mouthful. Food heaven, here we come. Wait, don't go anywhere. I need you to go to youtube.com/modernpepper, click on the playlist tab, and select bibimbap recipe playlist. There's so many ways to make delicious bibimbap at home, so I will see you there. I want to thank you for watching today, and if you enjoyed watching today's video, I want to kindly ask you to click on that thumbs up icon and make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and perhaps share today's recipe with your friends and family. 여러분 오늘 재밌게 보셨으면 꼭 좋아하는 버튼과 구독 버튼도 눌러주세요. 다음 영상에서 꼭 뵙겠습니다. Alright folks, I will see you in one of the videos you see right here.